Hi, you guys, and welcome back to The Catch in the Kitchen. This is episode 3, and I'm so excited. You guys, today is Wednesday, and I have pickleball again. I love it. My little pickleball clinic. I am so determined to learn how to play this game of pickleball. All right, so I still wanted to make a nice dinner for my husband and my daughter and myself before I leave, just something fresh. Obviously, I can't keep serving my husband leftovers, okay? He ain't gonna go for that. Right, babe?
Definitely not.
Okay, so I decided I wanted to make something bougie and inexpensive at the same time. So I saw this recipe online and I think it's going to be really good and we're going to try it. You guys, we're going to use canned baby clams. You guys don't think because it's canned it's taboo. It's going to taste so luxury you're never going to know this was in a can. Okay? White wine. I get this from Aldi. This is what, babe?
$4 and some change.
Yeah, this is like $4. This is Pinot Grigio. No, Sauvignon Blanc. This is Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, let me use this. You guys, if ever, I just want to say this because this was a habit for me. When I would see recipes, if I didn't have wine, I would not bother to cook it with wine and I would make it. Big mistake. I'll never forget the day I actually used white wine in my dish and then I understood. Go get you some white wine. It requires white wine. It's very cheap. It's $4. Go get it. It's going to take the dish to the next level. It really does. Okay. Olive oil from good old Aldi. This is like $8. And it's organic too. I mean, Aldi, I love Aldi. Aldi is my spot. Organic linguine. This is like $1.50. This going to feed the whole family. Salt. Lots of parsley. I got this from down on my little flower bed in my patio. Clipped it up. It was overgrown anyway. Got it harvested right here. I'm about to use a lot of this. Garlic. For this recipe, gotta have a good amount of garlic. I'm using 5 cloves. 5 cloves. Yeah, lots of garlic. And good old butter. Gotta have your butter. So I'm gonna get my apron on. We're gonna get things going. We're gonna make us a cute, bougie on a budget, quick white wine clam linguine.
The Catch in the Kitchen. Catch it, cook it, eat it.
Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. I already cut this water eye on and I put it on high. I'm gonna go ahead and salt my water. You guys, as you know, salt in your water when you're making pasta. It's a must. And be generous. Nice, good handful. Make another pinch. The more salt you put in the pasta, the less salt you have to season the dish with. So, and we're gonna use a little bit of this pasta water. So this should be our last time needing salt. We'll taste it, but hopefully that's our last time needing it. I also have my pan on. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pan on super duper low. I just want it to get warm, but I don't want it to get too hot. Now this is the thing with this stove. This stove get on my nerves because it's electric. Y'all, let me tell you something. I lived in Jersey before where I'm at now, and we had gas. So I had to reacclimate myself to this electric stove. But Lord, I cannot wait until we get a house and we buy gas so that I can control the heat and things will even taste better with gas. I just feel like it cooks better. That's just my opinion. But for now, like sometimes it stays hot, right? Absolutely. Like you'll turn it down, but then it's like an electric thing is trying to fill the sensor. The sensor don't work. It just be throwing stuff off. So I'm got it on low. Let's just hope it listens and don't burn my damn pan. But that's for another time. In the meantime, while that water is boiling, I gotta get this garlic together, and you're gonna need a lot of parsley. This is a parsley and garlic dish. Those are your biggest ingredients outside of the clams that you need, okay? So now, when I watched the guy make the garlic, make the dish, what he did was with the garlic, he did not like mince it or dice it up. He actually slivered it. And I believe he did that because the baby clams are so small and it's canned clams. So you want to add a little bit more texture to the dish. I believe that's why he did it. So what I'm going to do is the same thing he did. Now, this is the thing. The recipe that I got, the guy made a reel out of it. As you guys know, reels are not long enough to really fill out making a dish and like experience it. So I feel like by me making this recipe, it gives you guys an opportunity to experience it, because sometimes the reel be fast and it look like it went perfect and it doesn't always go perfect. So now this is our opportunity to like cook it, actually cook it, fill it out, and see what we're doing, you know? So you guys are gonna do that with me. So let me just get this skin off and we'll get the slicing in a bit. All right, you guys, I got these garlic cloves peeled off. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut it into slices, exactly like the guy did in the reel. And he did, like, if you could come and look, babe, close up for me. He's the most amazing camera guy. You want nice slivers of onion like this. Yeah, you may find a peel. Just pull it off, throw it out. And sliver it down. Ooh. Yeah, like that. Nice slivers like that. We're gonna do that to every single one of these babies. And look at all that. It's 5 cloves of slivered garlic. And next, we're gonna need our trusty dusty parsley. I am so proud of this parsley, guys, because I grew this. This is as organic as it comes, fresh out of my garden. I cleaned it. I literally plucked this today. And so, yeah, we're going to have to get real with this. So what I'm going to do, I don't like my parsley too stemmy, so I'm going to try to clip off as many of the long stems as possible so that I just got a good amount of leaves and just start dicing and dicing. So the leaves we got. Oh, let's get that peel out the way. And let's rock their world. You could already smell the parsley, that smell. It has like a bitter scent to it. It's technically considered a bitter green.
A bitter herb.
A bitter herb. There you go. But it does something. It just gives it what it needs. How'd that look, babe? That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's the party.
Looks like the party. It's gonna come together good too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Partially set. Right, so now I have my baby clams. For this, you're going to need a strainer and a bowl because you want to keep all that clam juice in that can. That's very important. So before I open it, I don't know if you guys do this, but I wash off the top of the can. You know, storage. What if they have rats in there and they pissed on the top of the can? I think about stuff like that. Is it a New York thing, babe? Do you think like that too?
No, I think other people do it.
I think okay.
If you're a germaphobe, you most likely do it.
Yeah. Ooh, you can smell that clam. Ah. I think I need a new can opener.
Yeah, you can smell it.
You can smell that?
Yeah.
There we go. We got it. All right. And we're going to pour those babies right into that bowl. Yes, that's what they're supposed to look like. And so now you have your clam and you have your juice. And it looks so good. You just want to shake off every bit of that juice on that clam. Now, in the video, he actually rinsed the clams. I'm apprehensive to do that, but he was like an authentic Italian. They be knowing. So I'm going to follow his way. I'm like, dang, is that rinsing off flavor? But there's something he knew that I did not know as an official Italian that I am not. And so I'm going to obey, rinse it, sit it right there. And he said, keep the juice, keep the clams, the garlic, the parsley. Now let's go get to this water. So our water is almost ready, but I'm very reluctant. I want to start my sauce now because I want to take the noodles and put them straight in the pan so that they can absorb all the sauce. I don't want no type of I want them to go from here to here with a little pasta water. So while this is still trying to figure its way out and boil, let's go ahead and get started. So start with olive oil. Let's turn that heat up. The pan is nice and warm. Let's turn that heat up to about right there. I would say medium high. And listen, do not be stingy on the olive oil. It is the signature part of the dish. Put oil in there. Now, this is where the American in me comes in. Because in the recipe, he did not put butter. I'm going to put butter. Okay. I'm going to put about a hot tablespoon in there. Now, if maybe he didn't because maybe he feels like it'll brown. I've noticed when you cook butter with olive oil, it makes the butter burn slower. So, and this is really good butter, so it should not.
What kind of butter is it?
This is Kerrygold Irish butter.
Okay.
Actually. And so we're gonna let that kind of build its own story. And once I hear some of that sizzle from the butter, then I'm gonna go ahead and toss in the garlic. The garlic is the first to go in and let that do its little ting ting. But the butter's saying, cook me. And so now we're gonna obey. So I'm gonna take all of this garlic, all of that garlic, and I'm gonna get it in there. I'm gonna put it in there just like that. And I'm gonna let that garlic start to just build an aroma, but I don't want it too hot. Because garlic burns super fast. So let me turn it down just a bit. I do not want black garlic. This is fresh garlic clam dish. I just want that garlic to just irrigate and just be pretty and happy and maybe a little tender and just a star of the show, but not an interruption to the show. Because garlic can be that. Garlic can either be the star of the show or sometimes if you don't do it right, it can be an interruption. Especially with a simple dish like this. You can smell it. Hey, come smell it.
It smells. I can smell it from here.
You can smell it from here?
It smells really good.
Oh my gosh.
I already know what this tastes like, so I'm letting y'all know this is 10 out of 10 right here.
Are you anticipating? Because you love Italian.
I do. Italian.
That's your top there.
It's top.
Okay. How long we cook these noodles for? It says about 10 to 12. I don't know when I'm going to put them in, but I'm going to be wise about this. Because I really want this. I think I'm going to put them in. I know. I'm going to feel it. I want to feel it. Because I don't want to end up, they be done, and then I throw them in. It's such a, you got to feel it and gauge it. I don't know when, though. I just feel it. And God will help me. God, tell me when. Tell us all when. So you see how that's getting, you see that color that's coming up on that garlic? It's got a nice little color. It's getting there, right? So now that's when we add our clam. Get our clam up in there. Okay. It's already popping. And I'm going to turn that back down just a bit while I feel like God told me I need to put the noodles in now. So now I'm going to do it. Stick them babies in. Ooh. There we go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and just bend that a little bit and let that get in that water so it could cook. And it says 10 minutes. I'm going to actually set a timer. And I'm going to set my timer for 9 minutes. I really want this pasta to be al dente. I don't want it too done because I want it to finish its cooking in the pan and soak up the flavor. So now, let's turn these clams back up. Now, we do the rest. The clam juice. the white wine. I feel like a white wine, you could this much. It doesn't matter. Just it's gonna do what it need to do. Put that pan on high. And lastly, but listen, you're only gonna use half of your parsley. You're gonna need the other half for garnish. So I'll throw all of it in there. That looks good. So now we're gonna let that cook on high and we're gonna let that reduce, and it already just looks amazing. Look at that. It's gonna start boiling up in a second, and it's gonna start reducing down, and it's gonna create the storyline that we love. And in the meantime, let me check on that pasta. Mix it around. Let it do its thing. There we go. We're getting a boil. So now while that's cooking, we got about 7 minutes, 15 seconds. It's going to start to build a reduction. Now this is the game plan. We let the wine reduce. The water comes out. The flavor stays. Then we throw the noodles in. Boom. Throw some pasta water in. And now it'll start to cook down again, but it'll thicken so that it has a nice sauce to it. And ladies and gentlemen, you got yourself a perfect pasta. All right, y'all. So we got about 4 minutes. It's still reducing down. The noodles are still boiling. And I'm serving my husband Italian. So, I mean, it's only right that he has a nice cocktail with his food, right? So I'm going to make a quick little wine cooler. Y'all, my trusty dusty wine coolers. And you're going to enjoy it. Have some ice. Fill up his cup. As much ice as possible. You want it nice and cold and refreshing. Then I got some wine. You can use the same, that Sauvignon Blanc, whatever you got. I got this Verde Portugal wine that I had sitting in there. I'm gonna toss that in. Boom. Then, elderflower liqueur. You guys, this is the bomb. Elderflower liqueur. This thing just, man, it's so good. It don't make no freaking sense. Boom. I'm gonna take, that's about 2 shots that was left in there. Pour that in there, okay? And now, just to be cute, I'm gonna add a bit of lemonade. My husband likes lemonade. I'm gonna throw some of that organic lemonade up in there, just to spruce it up. Now I got those garnishes, remember them garnishes from the cookout? I still have like 2 left. I'm gonna stick one of them babies in there. I still have some fresh mint from my garden. Remember I told you I was gonna reuse that mint? I was dead serious. I'm gonna take a sprig, I don't know. When you stick it in a drink, no matter how ugly it looks, it looks good in a drink. Baby, you want a straw with this real quick?
Yeah, you can give me a straw.
Can I taste it first?
Of course you can.
Yo. Y'all try this. This is fire. With his pasta, you're gonna love this. Taste it, babe.
Yeah, it's good.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is. What's that taste? I think it's the elderberry.
It's the elderflower.
Elderberry. Elderflower.
Elderflower.
Yeah.
It's good. All right, you guys. I have 1 minute left. It's still reducing, but baby, that noodle is done. And I do not like an overcooked mushy noodle, so I gotta get it in. It's still reducing. Look at that. Get that noodle going. Get it right in there. I tasted one of the noodles. It's not as salty as I wanted it to be. So I think I'm gonna need to add some salt. But in the meantime, let's get that noodle straight in there. This is a somewhat messy process, but guess what? It's so quick. You have plenty of time to clean. You'll be just fine. And this is, I cooked this for less than the time suggested. So that's why you always want to go less than what it says on the box and taste it for yourself, or you'll have mushy noodles. And now we're just going to quickly fold that noodle right into the pan. and get all those clams and that garlic to the front. And you can see the pasta water got in there from the transition. And that pasta water is going to start to thicken. And it's going to create a nice thickness to this dish. Look at that. Now, I'm going to add salt because I tasted that noodle. It wasn't salty enough for me. So I'm going to throw 2 good pinches of salt right in there. I'm actually going to turn off this eye. Turn this one off too. And start mixing because you guys, this is done. It's really quick. And ladies and gentlemen, you have yourself a white wine and clam pasta. Look at that. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our pasta. Then for my baby, twirl it around. Try to be fancy. I feel like I want some of this pasta before I go. I don't want to play pickleball. My full stomach. Oh, that's so good. And then also for my Ellie Belly, she loves noodle. Take a little bit of that. Put some clams there for her. Take my parsley. Sprinkle it right on the top. Same for my, yeah. Spread that out a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my husband's dinner. And that right there is your white wine clam.